So, before I begin, I'd just like to really quickly apologize for the lack of editing in this video and any near future videos to come, because unfortunately my computer has been acting really weird lately and it keeps on freezing up, and it literally takes an act of God just to get on the browser. So yeah, I'm not really able to edit right now. Believe me, I've tried like a gazillion times and it's not happening. It just ends very badly and with me really frustrated, and you don't want that. But yeah, hopefully it clears up soon, whatever it is, and gets back to normal. And yeah, so I hope you all can just like grin and bear with me, and hopefully this won't be too bad, and hopefully it will just get better soon. But yeah, anyways, the month of April was not a good reading month for me. Basically I wasn't really in a good place mentally for like at least half of that month. Just there's a lot of stuff going on. There's still stuff going on, and yeah, I haven't been able to concentrate lately. I've been really emotional, and just like I haven't been able to get into like books at all. Like I try, like they seem so interesting and everything, and it's just like I want to get into it, but I lack the focus and everything just to be able to. So yeah, it didn't work too well. I only ended up completing 3 books that month, and 2 of them were graphic novels. So I mean, not very good progress, but I mean, at least I completed something that month, so it's better than nothing. But I mean, yeah, again, not too good. But I mean, I gotta keep telling myself I did my best, and you know, at least I got something done. But on the bright side, at least I'm up to like 33 books read for this year so far. So I mean, like 19 of those are like graphic novels and comics and mangas and stuff. But I mean, that's very good for me still. I mean, that's a lot of books for me, because I usually don't finish books, so I'm happy for that. At least I've made progress in that, and at least like the prior months, like before April, I think made up for April. So yeah. Anyways, on to the books that I actually did read in April. The first 2 are the Infernal Devices trilogy manga, and I only like read the first 2, of course, because the third one's not out yet. But what I read was Clockwork Angel and Clockwork Prince. Both are by Cassandra Clare, and the art is by a person that I really can't pronounce their name, but I'll try. It's something along the lines of Hayakyung Bayek, or something like that. But basically I already did like a little summary thing of what these like manga are about in like one of my other videos, but in case any of you don't know, I'll do like a short little summary thing again. But yeah, these 2 are based off of the Infernal Devices trilogy books by Cassandra Clare. It's about a protagonist named Tessa Gray, who is 16, and she's from New York, and she goes to London to see her brother Nate. But when she arrives there, she is kidnapped by these 2 women who she calls the Dark Sisters, and their names are Mrs. Black and Mrs. Dark. And they help her to discover that she has this like ability that she knew nothing about, and that is like the ability to shapeshift. And basically when Tessa is at like this place that the Dark Sisters are keeping her at, William Herondale ends up rescuing her. And Will is a shadow hunter, and the shadow hunters are basically this race called the Nephilim, who are half angel and half human. And the shadow hunters, they're like basically charged with protecting mankind, and they go and kill demons and all that lovely stuff. But Will ends up rescuing Tessa and bringing her back to the London Institute, where there resides like a few different like shadow hunters and stuff, and that is where things really begin, because then the Magister comes into play, and the Magister is like the worst enemy in this book, and he is the enemy of both the shadow hunters and Tessa, and he causes a lot of trouble for both of them, and he's just like a really big threat. But basically we don't know that much in the beginning about the Magister and what he has planned. All we really know at the beginning like is that he's interested in Tessa, he wants her to be his wife, and we guess that he wants to utilize her power in some shape, way, or form. And let's see, what am I leaving out? There's a lot of subplots to the book. There's a lot of romance in the book, and and also this is set in Victorian times. Other than that, like with the manga, I mean, they do leave like a lot of stuff out, but I mean that's to be expected considering that these are like way shorter than the actual books, and I mean you're taking like part of the detail that's written on the pages is like transformed into the images, so of course you're gonna like lose a lot. But yeah, they did like a really good job, I think, of like transferring it from like book to manga form. They kept in like all like the major points that you needed like to know. So I mean you do get a lot of the story and like a lot of the subplot, but they do like leave some stuff out. Like in Clockwork Prince, we don't get Will's Demon Pox song, which is very sad, but I mean it isn't really like major plot element, so I can understand why they may have left it out, but yeah, it's still very sad. But yeah, I mean, if you've never read the books before, I think you'd get like the main gist of what's going on and everything. And I mean, if you have read the books before, it's like a kind of a nice refresher of like what went on in the books, because I mean I haven't read like some of the books in a while, so I mean I forgot a lot of stuff, because I'm very forgetful anyways. But yeah, I forgot a lot of stuff, and when I was reading, it was like I kind of just like rediscovered a lot of stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, that did happen. Okay. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that for right now, because I plan on doing like a review thing eventually. Yeah, I don't know when. But the third book that I read was Hamlet by William Shakespeare, and I read that for school, and I unfortunately don't have my copy on me because I gave it back to the school. Yeah. But basically, short summary, a lot of people die. Long summary is basically the play is a tragedy, and there's a lot of revenge going on, and basically you have Old King Fortinbras of Norway and Old King Hamlet of Denmark, and they were fighting, and then Fortinbras dies, and King Hamlet ends up going and claiming King Fortinbras's lands and stuff like that. And Fortinbras's son, who is also named Fortinbras, isn't too happy about that, even though, I mean, it was in a treaty and, like, all's fair in love and war. So, yeah. he's not happy about that, so he decides to avenge his father's death and reclaim, like, the lands of Norway. So, then you go over to King Hamlet, who ends up, like, dying soon after, and we end up finding out that it was his brother who killed him, and his brother is also now married to his wife, and Hamlet isn't too happy about that, so he ends up going and trying to avenge his father's death. And then there's another, like, revenge thing that plays out with Laertes trying to avenge, spoiler alert, his father's death and also his sister's suicide. So, yeah, I really, really love this play. Like, I haven't really read that much of William Shakespeare, but this is definitely my favorite play by him so far that I've read. And I mean, I really loved a lot of the characters in this play. I mean, especially Hamlet and Horatio. I mean, there were just, like, a lot of things with, like, Hamlet, with, like, his soliloquies and stuff, and just, like, his musings on life that, like, I could really relate to, especially with where I am in life right now and how I'm feeling and stuff. So, I mean, I really enjoyed that, and I'm just really happy that I got to go and read this play, because it's such beautiful writing. Like, I just love the writing of, like, that time by that author, just, like, in the poetry form. I just love poetry. So, yeah, I love that. But, yeah, anyway, that is all I read for April. For May, I don't really have a plan on what I'm going to read. I'm kind of just going to go with the flow, and I'm not really sure how much time I'm going to have to read, because this is kind of a busy month. I mean, school is almost over. We're in, like, testing season right now, so I have a lot of studying I have to do, and I also have to, like, kind of pick up some of my grades and boost them, especially in AP Chem. That class is killing me. But anyways, for May, like, stuff I definitely know that I'm going to, like, try to read. The first one is Kids Like Us, which I've already started, and I'll probably just finish tonight. But this was basically, like, a collection of different, like, testimonies and stuff, like, of just, like, local kids and, like, young adults and stuff in my area. But yeah, I'll be reading that. The next one, The Evolution of Calpurnia Tate by Jacqueline Kelly, and this is actually a really good time to, like, be reading this one, because I mean, we're experiencing a lot of heat right now. It feels like summer, and this book takes place in summer, and it's just really hot. So yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. I'm not really that far in. I'm only on, like, the second chapter, but yeah, I hope to, like, finish this one soon, because I have to turn it in soon to the library. So yeah, definitely going to be reading this one. The next one, I am definitely going to be finishing City of Bones by Cassandra Clare this month. It's going to happen. I promise you. It will happen. That being said, I'm also going to go and read City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare, because I really need to finish this. Really. But, then the last one that I have planned is Beloved Pilgrim by Christopher Hawthorne Moss, I believe. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, there was one more. One more after that. I'm also going to try to go and read Crank by Ellen Hopkins. And, yeah, that's all I have planned so far. So, I mean, hopefully this month will go way better than last month. But no promises, because my mind just, it isn't really good right now. But, yeah. So, see you guys around. Bye.